Several important banks have stated that they may be looking to buy back XRP. The Central Bank of Japan is one of the most important ones on the list. They confirmed that not only would their main bank buy back XRP, but XRP would also be used for payments in every single bank by the start of 2025. Also keep in mind that the US Federal Reserve is part of this. They have stated that they will buy back Bitcoin, XRP, and a few other cryptocurrencies for $68 billion. The focus here is on the world's most important banks, such as the Federal Reserve, which is part of the Central Bank of the United States, as well as the Bank of Japan, are all changing their minds and now want to buy back as much XRP as possible. This will happen over the course of the next couple of weeks. This is what Forbes says in an article on their website. They say that the price of XRP will rise to over $60,000. Forbes says that XRP will reach $60,000, which means that the crypto market is getting ready for a huge rise. Also, we need to understand that it's not just government banks, but on a smaller scale, banks and economic institutions like JP Morgan Chase have said they might start taking XRP as payment for mortgage, credit card, and loan bills. We also can't forget that all of this might be very important. Really crazy is the fact that big platforms are starting to support XRP. In fact, this buy has made more than 1.8 billion XRP in the last 2 years alone. But that's not all. This is a big change in the stakes in the Euroboss environment to the most important holder of XRP in terms of exchange being upheld. In addition, as we talk about uphold, support is partnering with us on our newest movie to give every single person who watches it a free $100 to spend on XRP, or at least $100. Getting up to $100 against real free money is all you have to do. There might not be any real needs. Just press the like button hard, sign up for this channel along with your devices, size up this movie, add that as a comment during the comment step, XRP fanatic. Then use my link in the description to sign up and make a purchase. And that could be any amount of dollar-to-dollar transactions. $100, you can buy 1 RLUSD or 1 XRP and get up to $100 more. To say it again, it is actually loose money. Without a doubt, you need to grasp this chance. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the state-of-the-art epic movie. The price of XRP is currently $2.51. So I did a huge amount of studying, and I've come to the conclusion that RLUSD is going to add more than $11 trillion to the XRP record. This will cause XRP's price to be around $5 million. Now, of course, that is clearly crazy. The numbers are just crazy. But while you look at what XRP can do, it's clear that this is where it's worth it. I think that doesn't take into account the fact that BlackRock is investing $9 trillion. Over $9 trillion in real dollars over 5 years into XRP. Several news outlets have reported the same or similar stories about how BlackRock is putting a lot of money into the XRP system and XRP as a whole. I also put out this important movie that I hope will get a lot of people talking about XRP and how it competes with SWIFT. It's really going to be worth over $5 trillion. Based on what they say, about 250 workdays are equal to 1,212 months. Again, you do the math. If you take $5 trillion every day, you get about $1.25 quadrillion every year from 250 companies. For the second time, Ripple will be making this possible. I'd also like to roll the clip for you. That is crazy, though. Ripple made the choice early on that it wanted to be a kind of infrastructure layer. This could lead to a lot of strategy problems. One of them is that all regulatory systems should be followed if you work with regulated endpoints. Casey Know Your Customer AML, do not launder money on Monday, and all the other terms. They make sure that stays the case if you only work with regulated targets. That kind of regulation painting should be done by companies like WeChat. It's kind of like Swift, but not quite. It's a little more complicated than that, since Swift is definitely just messaging. It's not liquidity when you ship a Swift. For sure, you're sending messages to banks that have cash on hand. So to a certain degree, Citibank, HSBC, and the top JPM are the top 3 banks for liquidity. Aside from sending Swift messages, you also send messages to banks to free up cash and check that debits and credits match up. If you want to boil it down, that's what it means. It's up against Citibank's liquidity and Swift's messages, but only in one way. And now for the crazy part of all of this. It's not just large organizations, but big platforms are adding to the amount of XRP they hold. Binance is one of the biggest cryptocurrency platforms in the world. Has added more than 1.8 billion XRP to its reserves. I mean, that's just bold. As we talk about this, it's also important to remember that It's all about the XP Ledger and the first D5 coin. There is going to be a huge boom in the XP Ledger CTF. With a market cap of only $20 billion, I think the CTF token could easily go from $740.50 to that rate of $1.44. This is happening, even though there are only a few $119 million tokens available, and there is a deal between Amazon and Walmart. They've made their beta form of their app public. This will soon make it possible for you to really buy anything with XRP, from unique family items to real estate, cars, and pleasures. I mean, that was surely freaking bullish. The amount of money that's about to be made from this ETF token is definitely going to make a lot of money. Just test this out, because as you can see, it's still very early in the game. I think there are about 5,600 holders, which is no longer a lot. There are only about $119 million in circulation. Again, that's really not anything. This means it can easily and quickly give shock at any time. It looks huge when you look at it on a huge size, in my opinion. In fact, guys, here's a movie. It's really crazy. Just study. In this case, it's clear that there's an app that lets you buy things like watches. You can also try new things. This is the plan for this coin trend. You can see that they have a full My Rewards site here. That's all I mean. It's just weird. And we think it will offer a surprise. Here we go again with supply shock. In fact, this is big tech. When you look at furniture, it tells you a lot of other different categories and makes it easy for you to buy. You could get CTF coins and pay with them. These can also be redeemed to get things you want. It also says that you can pay with CTF tokens at either the XTB Chief or the Polygon chain. You can send money through any currency you want. Click on continue to see the price. You put in your key and password. This is crazy. Let's take a look at this so you men can see, and when you're done, you should feel proud. So guys, when you talk about supply shock, this really helps people live better. And that's the great thing. Looking for a job that has few supplies, a lot of software, and a lot of talent, it's all going into the same class. And it is built right on the XRP record and the Polygon chain. Now, as a path, I'll link to everything in the text below. The C-Step token is at the Polygon chain cards and makes. But really, guys, check it out, because once more, I'm not giving business advice. I'm not an expert in economics, but this is really, really strong. And it's really something that gets me really excited. In fact, it is one of the cryptocurrencies I hold the most of. That being said, guys, I need to go back to XRP. It's the bigger picture of the XRP ledger, including roundings, writing more uses and possibilities for builders. On the other hand, XRP is the local foreign currency. It was made to work with any